Okay, so what we're going to look at today is an Excel tutorial, and during this lesson we're going to do two things. Number one, I'm going to show you how to create a table in Microsoft Excel and how to format it correctly. And two, I'm just going to quickly show you how to create a scatter plot. Now, it shouldn't take too long. So if we go into our Excel table here, I've already taken the liberty of copying and pasting some data in. So as you can see, you've got hand spans and foot length. Now your two column headings could be something entirely different. I'm wanting to compare males and females, so I've just put that and we'll make those our headings. What I want to do first of all is I want to merge that cell, and what that will do is that will make this B2 cell appear over B2 and C2. So if you go up there, click merge, and then it joins those two cells together. So we go again for males and females. What we can then do is highlight all of the cells, go up to this border section, select all borders, and what we want to do as well is we'll just put a thick outside border. Okay, it just gives a bit of distinction and helps us separate the headings from the rest of the data, making it easier to read. So again, we highlight that, go up to borders, all borders, then we want to go thick borders and then highlight those. And then if we highlight those two, if we hold down Control, we can then select two others as well. So we just go there and we can shade those in. Okay, from there, creating a scatter plot is fairly easy. So we just highlight the data that we want. We go Insert, and we click on this Insert Scatter XY. Choose this first option, and there it comes up. So what we want to do is once we've selected all of that, we go up to Select Data, and it's going to give us our two series. So if we edit those, Series 1 can be handspan, that can be our name. Series 2, this is what we want along the x-axis, so we highlight all those handspan values, and then our Series Y values we just highlight there, and they should be our Y values as well. And then we hit OK. From there, it just shows us our scatter plot. Then we need to adjust these axes because we don't want to show all those values. So if you have a look here, that is the lowest one there, which is 23 on the x-axis, and we've got 22. So if we start that, we go right click, format axes, and that'll bring up these options over on the right hand side. Now our minimum value is 22, so we're over on the right here. We want to change that to 20, and our maximum we can make 32. Then if you click off it, it will automatically update that. In terms of our x values, they look like they're correct, so we just had to add those y values. What we want to do now is we want to click on one of those blue dots, right click, add trend line, and then it's going to give us some options over here. So we want to add a linear trend line, and while we've done that, we want to click on these options down the bottom, display equation on chart and display r squared values, and you can select those and move those anywhere. Okay, there's our scatter plot. All that's left to do is to add some axes labels. So if we go up to Design, add chart element, axis titles, add a primary horizontal and a primary vertical, and that will just give us those two values. So if you remember, our x-axis was handspan, and that was measured in centimeters, so it's important to put those units in there. And our y-axis was foot length, and that was also measured in centimeters. So we want to type that in, and that gives us our graph, handspan and foot length. For Year 9 students. That's our scatter plot ready to go. If you did want to change the design, there's some easy design options here. I would recommend staying away from any of these solid backgrounds. They just makes it quite difficult to read. But any of the others are appropriate for what we're going to do. Alright, that's it. So if we go back to our Word, see if we've covered everything. Okay, I've shown you how to create a table. Okay, we're using two variables, we've adjusted the axes, labeled the axes, and fit the regression line to show the equation. Brilliant. Okay, good luck with that.